In this video, we are going to be talking about op art. Op art is a style of art that uses optical illusions. Optical illusions are really fun to create, and while they look complicated, typically are quite simple. Optical illusions use light, color, or patterns to create images that are deceptive to our brains. The eyes gather information from what we are looking at, sends it to our brain, and then a perception disconnect happens. Meaning, what we think we are seeing is not actually what we are seeing. Simply, optical illusions trick our brains into seeing things that may or may not be real. The first drawing I will be showing you is the easier of the two. For this optical illusion, you're going to need a piece of paper, a pencil, possibly an eraser, and then something to color with. So to start, all you need to do is draw a few lines on your paper. Now, I'm using a lot smaller piece of paper just to speed this up, but you can use any size paper you would like. You're going to start by drawing lines, kind of at a slight angle, down your paper. Now, just because mine's smaller, I'm only going to draw 3 lines, but you could draw more if you'd like. You just want to make sure that there is space in between. They can't be too close together. Then you're going to choose one of your segments, and you're going to start by drawing curved lines downwards, kind of like frowny faces. Now, once again, you don't want these too close together because they do get a little complicated as it goes, and you just want to make sure that you know and can keep track of what you're doing. So once that segment is done, you're going to move on to the next one, and this time, instead of going downwards, you're going to go up like a smile. So starting where you finished, you're going to go up like a smile. For the next one, you're going to go down. And finally, for this one, you're going to go up like a smile. The idea between this one is that there are valleys and hills. So when it goes as a smile, that's the valley, and when it goes like a frown, that's the hill. So when you color, whatever you choose to color with, I'm going to use crayons today. You can outline your lines if you'd like, or trace over them. You can choose to do 2 colors for your design or just one. If you choose one, you're going to leave some white space, just like you can see on this one and this one. If you choose 2, then you'll just alternate your colors. Make it green. So starting at the top, I'm going to color in, and we're going to color in a checkerboard pattern, doing 1 column at a time. So it's going to be green, white, green, white, green, white, green. Now I'm going to do the same on the next column, except this time I'm going to start with white. Continuing on to finish all of my columns. You have an awesomely designed optical illusion. For the next one, you're going to need to draw 8 lines on your paper. So following my steps, we start by going from the middle and out, and that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Then I'm going to choose one of my 8 segments and do something very similar to what I did on the last optical illusion by making curved lines up and down as smiles and frowns. So I'm going to start with my frowns. Now I just jumped right into doing this with crayon, but you are welcome to do it with pencil first just so you don't make any mistakes. Now once you've made those frowns, you're going to move on to the next segment and make your smiles, making sure they connect. Once again, frowns. And with this one, you don't want to make too many lines once again because it does get confusing. And sometimes my students at school have a hard time remembering where to color. And now we have our optical illusion. So it's time to color. This one down here I used 2 colors for. And this one over here I also used 2 colors for. But you can use just one, or you can use different colors for each one of the segments. So I'm just going to simply use blue this time. You can even put patterns in your segments. Whatever you would like. Making sure you're doing one segment at a time. Sometimes my students get carried away and they want to continue around with their color. Make sure you're doing one segment at a time, then moving on to the next. Now I'm coloring kind of fast here, but make sure you take your time. And there you have it, friends. 2 awesome optical illusion art styles. And I hope you have fun.